enough. If you're so offended by me posting your dead kid on the internet, then fuck off and leave me and my fucking kid alone. If not, there is nothing that I will not do now apart from physically touch someone's kid and post them like to pedos or something, what you're doing to my... I'm not doing that. I'm not sourcing naked images, but I will I will post your dead kid everywhere. Everywhere. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'll start fundraising for the fucker pretending it's still alive. I don't care. Like, I don't care. There is nothing I won't do. I promise you now. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Delete it all and get out my life. Because I'll bring that bitch back from the dead, I'm telling you now. Leave me alone. Leave my kid alone. Let me live my life in peace. Because this is just my spare time. Cairo ain't here, bro. Cairo's not in this home right now. And this is me at my spare time. Where I could be making money now, but I'd rather make a point. I'd rather prove a point. Cairo's not in this house, he's not in the garden. He's out. And I'm using my spare time to fuck with this shit because I've had enough. Every single night I come on this app and it's eating me alive. These people accusing me of being a paedophile and an abuser because I've exposed them for who they are. I'm sorry that I've overheard that information about you. I don't fucking know you. I didn't particularly ask for the information. It's none of my business what your kids go through. I couldn't give a fuck. But you're not going to twist this shit onto me and edit images of my kid to make it out like he's being harmed when he's not, girl. Your kids are. Your kid. You can add a bruise onto it, but the lumps on the side of your kid's head, both sides. You've hit that kid and his other side of his head's hit something. That's what you've done. That's what you've done there. That's what. He's got a lump there and a lump there because you fucking clocked him one and he's hit something with the other side of his head and you're accusing me of scratching my baby's skull up and no, I'm not okay. Do I look okay? I'm not okay. It all needs putting to fucking rest. Grab them, jump them in alive or get them to stop posting my kid or I'm doing what I'm doing. I'll make fundraisers. I will fucking do it all, sweetheart. I will literally have your kid as a Guy Fawkes. Everything and anything, I'll turn it into a fucking flavour of fucking crack. I will do everything there is possible to fuck with you for the rest of your life. I'll pay for an advert on TV so you see it at Christmas. I'll do everything. There's nothing I won't do. I will fuck with you in any way and every way I can. I'll have it put on the back of Preston buses. Piss off and leave me alone. I'm not coming off the app. Why would I come off the app? Because they're trying to draw me off the app by posting my kid naked. No, they're going to stop. I made a lot of money. You don't know how much money I made on this app last month, but it's worth staying on the app, believe me. If I continue, I'll be buying an house at the end of the year. But I need this to stop. It's not good for me, it's not good for my kid. I mean, your kid's dead and this is her memory being tarnished, like her soul being dragged into shit. You would never catch me behaving like this. I would disappear off the face of the planet if someone threatened to do those things to my deceased child. My heart couldn't handle it. This is sickening me, it is, it's horrible. I don't want to do it, but I'm not arsed anymore. You fucking got my kid naked on the internet and you're justifying it. You're justifying it, you're making excuses for it. That makes me not want to be here anymore. That makes me want to delete myself that you've done that to my child. Do you understand how sick that makes me? That you've had, I was on that picture, you've had somebody behind me with my child there and they could have touched my kid, they could have done fucking anything to my kid had I turned around or ran off to get his pants or anything. And you've done that to my child, so please don't ever ask me what the fuck I'm doing because I have asked you and I'm still, even now, just because I have a conscience to my own energy fucking shit, I'm still saying stop and I'll stop, like delete your posts on my kid and I'll fuck off, like leave my kid alone and I'll go because I genuinely don't have the energy for this, but I haven't got a choice now. You've took the piss, you've put him at harm, a fucking kidnap, rape, murder, all of the above. You have. And it's enough's enough. Your kid's already dead, sweetheart. I've got a living child to protect that I've gone to the ends of the earth to protect and you want to put him at harm's way. And if you didn't, there's no way you didn't send that person to that hotel because you posted the image. You had the image before anybody else. So if somebody randomly saw me in Thailand and took a picture because they'd seen me on TikTok, I have 3% TikTok views. I'll show you my algorithm in a bit. I don't have any TikTok following or Thailand In Thailand, it's all UK. It's 98% UK or something. No, actually, that's a lie. It's 80-something% because it's 12% Cambodia. I do have quite a bit, about 20k followers in Cambodia, or 10k or something. Anyway, yeah, just get out of my fucking life and fuck off, and I'll fuck off if not. Be ready, buckle up, because you've never seen anybody do what I'm going to do to you, I promise you. I really want you to leave me and my son alone. I can't stress it enough. Leave my child alone. I don't care what you think about me. I've told you, we'll see each other one day and we'll have it out. We don't need to be posting each other's vulnerable children. Your child is dead. That is so painful, and my child is vulnerable. Drop it. Drop it. Or focus on me, leave my child out of it, and I will focus on you and leave your child out of it. In fact, I won't even retaliate. If people focus on me and not my child, I won't retaliate. I'll let you do what you want. I've allowed you for 2 years. I've moved houses and kept my mouth shut, and I've just badded up on you like I'm not ours. I've bought my kid new fucking toys without scrounging on the internet. Do you know what I mean? You sit there and call me a beg. Do you know how many times I've bought my kid a new wardrobe and a new fucking toy box full of toys this year? Because of you fuckers. Last year because of you fuckers. I've been in this house for 3 weeks and my kid's got more fucking toys in this house than your kid has, and you've lived in a council house in England for 10 years, Savannah. How is that possible? The fuck? Alright, it's like the 2nd of January, but you know what I mean. Like, what the fuck? I can't be else writing this email right now, but I do need to, but this is a bit much for me, all this. I'd rather they just agree to fuck off. The reason they want is because they want to force me. I think they want to see how far I'll go, because I'm different. I am crazy as fuck. Probably should be sectioned for the rest of my life, because when I'm pushed by cunts, I will do mad shit. I was always, what you've got to understand is, growing up, I was the person that people made to do mad shit, sending me through windows to burgle houses or to let them in, chucking me in front of cars so they could steal the car, so the person ran me over and then they could steal the car when they got out to check if I was alright. Shit like that. So this is fuck all. I've been kicking doors off all my life. This is nothing. But the past few years I've really tried to be different, you know, not get involved in nasty shit like this. That's why I've never looked into who my trolls are, because I know I'm 100 times worse than them. I'm not fucking well when it comes to nasty shit like this. I'll thrive off it, honestly, and I don't want to. I'm not thriving off the dead kid thing, because it's just fucked. It's horrible, and it's not the first person I've had beef with, and I've had to say shit about dead kids, and I don't like to do it. I've done worse than this though. This is nothing. This is nothing to me, honestly, it's not. But it does also affect me at the same time. But compared to shit I've done in the past, I'm trying to change a corner in my life. I'm trying to not get involved in shit like this, but you're forcing me. You've gone too far, sending people to my hotel, taking pictures of my kid, making threats to my kid's life, posting my new address online after you've posted my child naked, after a paedophile's took a picture of him. You've got some fucking audacity. You've got some fucking audacity when you've got a support network, you've got people around you. If I turn my back for 1 second and somebody takes that moment as a chance to take my child, I've got nobody else watching him, or nobody else who can help me, or nobody who even really knows what he fucking looks like to go find him. Do you understand? It's a lot more serious from my side than it is yours, because my son is at serious risk. If that's what they're trying to do, which the evidence is out there for you to see. They've posted videos asking people to literally murder my child. So I think I'm justified to respond now. I think the stress that I'm under and you are seeing is justified. I think it's a build-up of being terrorised for 2 years and being forced to move, and having my fucking boyfriend join in and start stalking me for 12 months. Do you know how weird that was? Can you understand the mental torture and the stress, and still being a single parent? So I've got double the burden with my child. I don't get a single minute's break, even when I'm around him, because I am his only source of entertainment. So, you know, and I am the only person who can provide for the bills. So it's a lot. I don't need this on top of that. I'm already at the other end of the world with no fucker around me. Like, I need you to sending paedophiles to my hotel and posting my kid on the internet and editing pictures to make it look like he's abused. His teeth are already rotten. Why are you making them worse? Like, why are you editing pictures to make them worse? It doesn't make any sense. They're already fucking rotted out of his head. Why would you do that? It's bizarre as fuck. Now, also, I'm going to do an updated story about this. Before I'm deleting all of Cairo's content, which means all my videos with him in it are going. I don't care what you do. You can go scream, you can't them all and down. I don't care. He's having his hair dyed in a couple of weeks after his dental treatment, and I'm changing his appearance completely. And his hair hopefully will just grow through brown after that, and he won't be recognisable to you people. So I will conceal his identity as much as I can and protect him from this as much as I can. Yeah, he'll never be posted again, but I want to show you actually the stages of his teeth rotting, because it started off by them, like look at my teeth, don't mind my dirty nail. Look at my teeth. It started off by them going like that, you know, from the nipple. He's never had a bottle or a dummy or anything, but they started off going like that. That where my finger is, there was no tooth, and then it got worse and worse and worse, and then they shrunk, and then this one he knocked out on the park with we've got like exercise machines, and that one, whatever it is that you do that, he pushed it and it fucking whacked him in the mouth. I was on live when it happened, but the tooth didn't come out then. It came out that night. And then he's got this on. He's got this one, and this one that are rotten, but the rest of his teeth are perfect, and there's more coming through at the moment, which are fine, but they're also really big, the teeth at the back, and it's caused him to have an infection in his mouth again, but we've been able to continue to brush his teeth. It's not that bad, but he's had a little bit of pain with his back teeth, because all of his teeth have come through quite big for his mouth. That's where the issue started. And the breast milk, I've got a really bad diet, I'll be honest. I try to eat healthy, but I have a shit diet, and all of it plays a part in everything. And I've got a very high sugar content in my milk, so my milk has rotted his teeth as soon as they started to deteriorate after he had the dental infection, the gum infection, which wasn't in these teeth, it was in these teeth here. He only had these teeth, and then these teeth started to come through, and he got a massive infection from it. We got the wrong medication from the doctor, which said he had a stomach condition, because his stomach was all tensed when he went to the doctor, so they thought he was constipated, so they gave us constipation medicine. Now, this was all again on live, on an old profile, because we were live for 5 days. I was with the Turkish guy at the time, and Cairo didn't sleep, none of us slept, we didn't do anything for 5 days, because all he did was scream the house down, even after he got the medication. So I went to the hospital in the end, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like, the medication's not work, what's happening? And they said, look in his mouth, look, it's his teeth. And they put a piece of wood in his mouth and prized his mouth, and it was foaming, it was white, it was fucking disgusting outside. I couldn't believe I'd not noticed it. We're feeding him and everything, but his face wasn't red, it wasn't swollen. I didn't notice it. So then he got on antibiotics and something else, whatever. I got a powder that I had to mix with something, ram it in him, and something else, liquids and whatever, I don't remember. And as soon as I gave it him, he was fine in a couple of hours. But that day, the doctor made me the hospital guy made me an appointment for the family doctors in Marmaris for about 10 days, 2 weeks later, and he told me do not brush his teeth until then, because he's in so much pain, it's so inflamed, like it was fucking white and foamy and stuff. So I obviously didn't brush his teeth. The tooth wasn't even out then, it had only just broke the skin, but because it was so big, it was coming like sideways through his mouth, and it is straight, the tooth now, but I don't know, it looked dodgy anyway. So that 2 weeks of waiting for the doctor's appointment and giving him the antibiotics every day. I've even got posts on my Facebook where I'm saying the doctor's told me not to brush his teeth, and now they're starting to like go funny on the front, what should I do? And basically after that, as soon as I started brushing his teeth again, they've started deteriorating. Now, I don't know if you know, but toothpaste is actually bad for your teeth, especially if you've got any kind of dental problem. Toothpaste doesn't fix it. Say if you stop your toothpaste and start coconut oil, if you've got a crack in your tooth and you're getting toothache, coconut oil will make it better, it will stop it hurting. So I didn't really know about all this. I got into my health thing a bit after that, so now I've started using coconut oil and stuff on him. It's much better, and he's having treatment ASAP. Anyway, it's all booked, it's all fucking, I've got the money for it, so that's fucking sorted. I'm not going to post it when it's done, because I'm not updating on his, like, he's literally turning 3, so his appearance is going to be changing now. He's going to be turning into a little boy, losing his baby face, maybe not straight away, but over the coming, like, you know, next 2 or 3 years. So I'm not posting him anywhere ever again. I've deleted all of his pictures off the Facebook group. I'm halfway through getting him off my Facebook. Like, I'm not having him anywhere. You can take what you want, what's already been posted. I don't care when I see it. I'm not like, oh, why couldn't you have it? Yeah, I think you're weird posting a vulnerable child that you've tried to have raped and murdered. You've put him at risk. You've accused me of being a paedophile, which means if a paedophile sees your post, they think I'm okay with child sexual abuse. Do you understand? And they could approach me and ask me if it was okay with them if they harm my child. Do you understand the kind of situations you've put me in? Or they could watch my house and try and get access to my child or something, because on your next post you've posted my address, and on the next post you've posted my kid naked, so you've literally just advertised my child to a paedophile. Do you understand? So well done to you. So that's why I have to do what I have to do. And I keep getting messages of people talking about my time in Cambodia and how I've been exposed for being a paedophile. Let's discuss that for a moment. When I went to Cambodia, there's people on this app that remember me from that. Back then TikTok wasn't a thing, and I used Facebook, and I'm an attention seeker, as you know, so I never once had an interaction with any of those street families in Cambodia without it being either recorded or live. I had a cameraman the entire time I was there. You've seen him when I've been to Cambodia. And Chantha, he's my cameraman, he's my guy that takes me to find all the people to help and make the videos, and I make money off the videos so I can help more people, and people contributed towards wanting to sponsor certain families and this, that and the third. So yeah, during that time I did get to know some of the families. Like, some people, I'd see them every day, the kids just never had fucking clothes on, and I'd be giving them clothes every day and they'd just take them off 5 minutes later. But I did make bonds with some. Now these 3 little girls, I've got pictures of them somewhere, found them like they were wearing a pair of shorts, no tops on, nothing. One of them was naked, I think, and I took them to my hotel. I asked the mum, can I take the kids to I'd gone to their estate, is what it is, with the Cambodian guy, Chan, my cameraman, all on live, to take clothes and food to them, but I'd kept some at home at the hotel, and I tried to separate everything into the ages and categories to give it to them, because when you go they just flood you and take everything off you, and you can't get the right in, then it's not right for them, and they throw it on the floor and then it's all wasted. So I make them queue up and I give the right thing to the right person, or I try, but it never works like that. So at the end these little girls are crying because I've got nothing left, and I've got pictures of it all, like where the little girl's crying, hiding behind a motorbike, and we make her come over and take a picture, and she's like crying because I didn't have anything to give her. So the parents said, take them with you to the hotel and get more stuff. I said, I've got more stuff at my hotel, like, can they come and I'll get knit lotion. They were all scratching the fucking heads, and I was like, I've got like 20 fucking tubs. I'm not a paedophile. I know it sounds a bit pedo-y now for listening to it, but they never thought it anyway. They knew I was sound, and they knew the Cambodian guy, he's also poor, my Cambodian guy, so they all knew each other. Thank you for gifts. So they've come to my hotel, and the guy's there with me, my driver, my photographer, my cameraman, whatever he is, he's everything in one. He is in the room with me, and I had a bath in the hotel, so I've just run these kids a bubble bath and put a Disney film on for him, and they sat in the bath. I've put the telly on the fucking big mirror thing for them where the sinks are, and they're laughing their heads off. I can hear them splashing bubbles. I'm literally sat there with Chan crying my eyes out. I was on live the whole time, crying my fucking eyes out, listening to, they'd never had a bath, they'd never seen bubbles in a bath. They were squealing with excitement, these 3 little girls, and it was so fucking precious. And then they got out the bath, they put clean clothes on themselves. There were 2 of them were old enough, 2 of them were like 6 or 7, and one of them was maybe 8, I don't know, and one of them was, I'm pretty sure that's the 3 girls that I see now all the time, that I'm with all the time. I don't know, I'll have to show them the pictures when I see them. Oh my God, it makes so much sense now. The 3, anyway, I'll tell you about that in a bit. But yeah, so that's that. They've got, I've put some, give them some knit lotion to take home. They had the bath, they went, they got the new clothes, new toys, new shoes, because that's what I used to provide for kids. A pair of shoes, an outfit and a toy, I think, and a meal. Every kid should have a fucking basic things. So yeah, that, but because I was out there all the time, literally paedophiles go there for that reason. There's little naked kids outside the sex bars and stuff, do you understand? So if them guys are getting rejected or pissed off in that bar or whatever, what do you think they're doing, like, when they leave? And it was a big part of what was going on there at the time. Now, I've never had the same experience since I've had Cairo, I'll be honest, because I've never been around there at that time of night or sat for long periods of time to witness these things. So from what I can gather, because I did go out a couple of nights when I had the South African family, when I was helping them, they watched Cairo for a couple of hours for me, and when he was at school, and I did go, no, not when he was at school, they did watch him for a couple of hours, and I went to look for some people to make content at night to help, because that's when I was trying to build my profile up to sort my fucking life out, because actually my life was a bit fucked at that moment. Anyway, and basically I couldn't find people. There's no naked people around the streets anymore. Like, the police have changed it since the last 7 years, so things have moved on a little bit from then now. So I never... Back then it was mad, and more than once did I have arguments with men in the street that were approaching children. Now, after this, at some point, a post has been made. This expat group is massive over there, like, it's very well used. All the expats are fucking weirdos. Now, these people go over there to mug off the Cambodian people. There's no reason anybody wants to live in Cambodia. It's a fucking dirty, scruffy, stinking flea pit that costs a fortune. I love the people, that's why I go back. If it wasn't for the people, I wouldn't fucking go there, because there is no reason to go there. It's the worst country in Asia when you think about it. It is. There's some beautiful parts, like that shitty little island, but that is actually it. Everybody's broke, everybody's poor, everybody's a prostitute, there's naked kids, there's meth heads everywhere. There's no reason to be there. People go there to take the piss out of the country, or if you're fucking broke out here, that's why I go there, because I know I can work, I know I've got people I trust with my kid, I know that I can go there to build myself up while I move to where I need to be, because it is, you can work there easy, you can get away, but it's not a fucking place that you go to live in Asia, like, to have a luxury. It's not, to have a nice life. You won't. So any of these fuckers in that group talking shit, back then it was a girl called Red something or something, and I'd had a fight with her in the street, and there's a picture of me, what she told, when police have got a gun in my back or something like that going on, where I'm having an argument with some fucking hairdresser about some hair extensions that I'd paid for, and then I'd ended up going for my emergency breast surgery, and she fucking sent me and she was like, you owe me $5,000, and I was like, I've got your hair extensions in my bag, let me go and get them for you and give you some money, sorry, because you have to pay by the day. And it ended up a big fight. She rang all police and I was like, I'm literally going to get them for you. And then the police just took me to get them and it was over. But this bitch was seeing it, and they made some posts. Now, the only other incident that I can remember off the top of my head, because I was out every single day helping people in that country, I was addicted to it, I was obsessed with it, it was my calling. I was renting houses with people, I was for people, I was sleeping on the street with them, I was buying them businesses, whatever they wanted to do. It's not the same cost like, as it is, it's probably like 500 quid for one person for a business, and they can make money for the families. Like, I was on some fucking mad fucking white saviour hero bullshit mission, and I was sat outside a restaurant with my uncle, a bar, not a restaurant, same thing, does everything, and probably a prosy or two inside, I don't know. I was outside it, not inside it, never went in it. Anyway, I was sat outside it with my uncle, and my uncle just got talking to one of the girls, and so I spoke to her a few times, and we sat and we drank and we had some food and stuff, and then my uncle went and sat around another part of the bar with her, but he didn't tell me. I was just on my phone doing my thing. He didn't tell me that he were going, so when I found him, I actually slapped him around the face. I said, what the fuck did you just leave me sat there for 2 hours on my own for, you dickhead? And I slapped him around the face. And then he was in a mood with me, so he was sat outside, and I realised what I'd done, and I fucking said, look, sorry, but what the fuck were you playing at? He said, you were just on your phone, I wanted to chat to him in private. I was like, right, so sorry about that. As we were sat there sorting it out, this kid's come over now, it's pissing down with rain, I don't know where he's come from, but there's guys like asleep on the seat of the motorbikes, like in the pissing down rain, and it's just a sad fucking thing to look at, you know what's going on around there. I don't know how people sit there and drink like it was sad. I've seen this kid come walking over with 2 plastic bags on his feet full of water, and he caught my attention. He was only a kid, he caught my attention, not a young kid, teenager, but he caught my attention. You know, what the fuck's, I felt sad on him. He had a little backpack on his back and these bags on his feet, and I was like, what's his... So before I said that, I watched him, and he went to the bar. Honestly, I was sat near the door here, he's walked up here, the road's here, right? The road's here, I'm sat here at this bar, and there's the door to the bar, and it's all inside, but we're just sat, there's like a hole around the bar thing, and we're sat at this table here, and I've seen this kid, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on there? And I've watched this kid, and he's pulled 2 fucking apples out of his bag, and he's asked for this prosy, and she's come to the door, and he's given her one of the apples. And I was just like, what does that mean? What's happened? What's going on? So I said, I need to know what just happened. What was that interaction? And she said, he's got 2 apples. I feed him all the time, and he's just got 2 apples, stole them, or someone's given him for something or whatever. and he's brought me one, and I couldn't believe it. Honestly, my heart broke for this kid. I was like, what the fuck, sit down, I'll order you anything you want to eat. I'll send someone to night market to pick you up some shoes, what size are your feet? You know, and we sorted him out. And the woman that my uncle was talking to, that was the woman that he'd give the fucking apple to. So we all just decided she would just take him back to the apartment for the night and like contact a boys' home and put him in it tomorrow. How weird are you? So that's what we did. We took him back to the apartment and I told him, look, now I went, my uncle went, the girl that he was with, who this child knew, the kid was about 15 or something, 13, no, I think 15. And I literally just fed him, put some films on, he went to sleep on the sofa. And then the next day I was like, right, I've contacted these boys' homes, we're going to take you. And he said, oh, I've actually got like a family, we're poor, but like I don't need to go in a home. And he basically lied because he knew me for being like a person around there who, now the apple thing, that was all real, they do beg, but he did tell me that lies when we sat him at the table and told us he was homeless and that, and he just thought I was going to send him off with like a load of cash, and it ended up going too far. Now, he never accused us of anything or anything like that, but these people did. I posted it on the Facebook group for Cambodia and said, does anybody know like where I can contact or what I can do? Like this child, I've got him some shoes and took him home and that, but you know, I don't know what I posted, but something like that. It'll be on that forum anyway, like I want to help him. And they just twisted it into like, oh, you took him home to rape him, and fucking, there was multiple people there that can still verify it to this day, that I still know them. I could probably find the kid to this day. Like, it's all lies. People couldn't believe what I was doing. There were posts about me all around Cambodia. Nobody's brought them up. Nobody's mentioned them. Everybody was donating things to me to give to the kids on the street. I got thank you'd by the police. I'm still, why do you think people come up to me in Cambodia? If you've seen me live in Cambodia, you have seen women come up to me crying, thanking me. I know you've seen it. So don't sit there now acting like you haven't seen it, because you have. That's not because I was touching people's kids, that's because I changed the fucking lives and I was kind to them. And when I saw that I could impact something negative, I fucking did. I slept on the street with them because they didn't believe I was going to fucking rent them a house. So I literally said, I will sleep on the street with you tonight, and in the morning we will go and rent you a house. And I did. That's how much I wanted to impact the fucking lives. Yeah, it was a bit like, when I got my tits done, I was out that night with open scars, and I slept on the street that night. I could have got an infection and died. I had both my armpits were fucking stapled shut, and I went and slept on the street with a homeless family live on fucking Facebook and rented him a house the next day because the woman was about to give birth. And then I delivered a baby, and she begged me to take them 2 kids back to the UK. And do you know what I thought? What's happened with my kids? Fucking, I've not got my kids. These kids will get took off me at the fucking airport if I'd even get them on a plane. And I didn't want these kids to go through what I went through in care, but to be honest, one of them got killed and the other one got put in an orphanage. And I'd like to move to if I move to Cambodia next year, I might see if I can foster her and have a little break, because I'd pay for her to go to college, because she's a fucking good kid, mum, instead of her going because she'll be in a prosy bar in a couple of years. She'll be grown now. What was her name? Srainik. She's about, I don't know how old she is. She was about 5 then. I met her when she was about 3, then she was about 5, and then her mum sold her and the newborn baby that I delivered. They named the baby Ellis after me, like, and then she sold the baby to a pedo, and she got 40 years in a Cambodian prison. She's still in prison. I don't know what happened to the baby. I think the baby was killed, from what I've gathered from everyone who said it. I can't believe it, but apparently. And Srainik, who was older, she's in an orphanage around the corner. Post was made. If you go through that Cambodia expats group about me, it's called, what's it called? stylish, attractive woman. That's what the title of the thread is. It's absolutely embarrassing as fuck, and there's 900 pages of it calling me a fucking pedo. But I'm in there saying, I'm at this restaurant with all these children's mothers right now that are not saying what you're saying. They wanted, the mums of the kids wanted to take the kids to the doctors to prove that it wasn't like, they were saying, we don't think you've done anything, but if we need to, we'll and I was like, honestly, that's so traumatic for your kids, but that's where it was going. Like, these kids were going to have to go to the doctor to prove that what they were, all the kids were saying, she's never done anything to us, what you're on about, she gives us stuff every day. Never mind give them stuff, I never just used to take kids to my hotel. Nobody went, you're not allowed to take kids in your hotel. I only took them one set of kids in my hotel to give them a fucking bath, to get them some clothes and shit, and the parents were fine with it. I asked them beforehand, I paid them. Didn't pay them, but I used to pay them if I took the kids away from the house because they were supposed to be begging. I didn't pay them to bath them, but I paid the parents so the kids didn't have to beg for a couple of hours. I did do that regularly. I used to let them swim in the hotel. If they came and did English for a bit, they'd swim in the hotel pool after the school, and I'd give them like a tenner each instead of fucking... Yeah, you can make it out to be weird if you want, but my intentions are not weird. My intentions are just to give kids. I also took them to the killing fields, and I took them on an educational day. I took them bowling, took them shopping in a mall, what they'd never been in before. Took them to learn the history of their own country. Around the killing fields, who were crying their fucking eyes out because they didn't even know the reality of what had happened to their own people. Yeah, you can make it out to be weird, but I'm just a girl that went through poverty and shit in it, not to that extent, but I went through mad shit, so if I can see something and I can impact it, I will. But saying it like that, I get why people twist shit, but I'm not a weirdo, me. I couldn't ever hurt a kid. You're having a laugh. You can literally test my brain. You can tell me where to go, I will go and post the report. You can test me, you can put me on drugs and ask me questions about weird shit, and you will never catch me slipping. I can't even have a positive sex life in my personal life because of my abuse. You are fucked if you think I'm sat thinking about some fucking children. No, it's not the case. It's not the case. I am many fucking things in life, but that is the complete... It sends shivers down my spine, honestly. And I don't appreciate it, so... But I can prove everything to be false anyway. Literally, people follow me on TikTok that was my Facebook followers. Definitely not anonymous. You're just not a person that would ever or have ever seen such a horrific situation of naked, filthy children surrounded by rats and feces with no food to eat, with no clothes on, in an area that is primarily dominated by paedophiles that are fucking riddled in nits to the point where they're crawling down the shoulders and their arms. Yeah, I impacted that situation because it was the right thing to humanly do, and God fucking directed my movements when I was in Cambodia. I don't know why I felt so traumatised by what I saw there, but it was the reason I was there for so long, and it was also the reason I left. Then it was nice to go back and see that I thought I'd never touched the surface, but I feel like it really did make an impact, what I did. A very small impact, but an impact, even on just a couple of families that I've seen's lives. It did, so based on that alone it was worth it, do you know what I mean? I don't care what people think about me. It's not about your opinion, it's between me and fucking God. I'm not asked about you. Jealous people tell lies about people. Your soul isn't like mine. I don't give a fuck. I can still be a cunt. But if I see something, I'll say something. I'll do something. And I left myself without enough times in Cambodia to help those people. I used to withdraw all my money too early before the time difference, and I'd be stuck 7 hours with no money and nothing to eat, starving. My hotels weren't fucking, they're all tight. You have to pay for everything then and there, so I'd be screwed. I don't like asking for things, especially when I had all that money, but I sacrificed a lot for them people and I loved it. And I would do it again in a heartbeat if I had the money. But yeah, people who've not travelled or been anywhere or never claimed a benefit in my life will have probably spent about £4 million. A mill of it just on coke. You're having a laugh. clearly deluded to have such an opinion on somebody you don't know, you jealous little dickhead. Why don't you fuck off and make moves on your own life instead of worrying about what someone else has done? I'm talking about old shit, I'm not even talking about the future. If I was talking about my future, you'd be really pissed off. But you're the person that literally claims benefits and I'm living in a villa in Thailand, funding my own life. How about that? I'm not entitled to no benefits, babes. There ain't no benefit system here. But speaking of which, I've got some job applications to do. I might get in the shower because my nails are filthy, but I have fucking had a good shower this morning earlier on. But it's like 4 PM now. I've got shit to do. I've recorded loads of TikToks, I've just not posted any of them. These fuckers are unbelievable. But like I say, if they agree to get out of my life, I will also get out of their lives because I don't fucking want it. But the fact is, they took the reason that they got to start this, like Savannah had no reason. But Claire has jumped into her sister's shit, got involved, she's been exposed, and then she's like wasted her energy for fucking 15 months doing this bullshit, and it's obvious they're obsessed with me, they're not going to stop, they don't care about the kids enough to stop, like they don't care about the embarrassment of this or anything, and they can't say I won't stop because I don't post anything, but when I do it's fucked up, so I don't know why you don't just fuck off, you know. I've left you alone, I don't care, but I know what I know about you and I'll post it fucking everywhere, and I don't want that. I'm not posting your account names and shit, you know. I know you're trying to get clout and that, you're not having that. If I have to speak in riddles as well, I will. Like, you're not benefiting anything out of this apart from being exposed, and hopefully if you keep pushing me with my kid, I'll push for investigations into what happened to your kid, and I'll tell everyone until someone fucking looks into it, because I've had enough. I want to be left alone, but also I do feel like, to a degree, like it's a dead kid, man. I feel horrible about it. I do feel horrible about it, and if you leave me alone, I'll go away. But if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna have to carry on. You're posting my kid on the internet, you're putting him at risk, you're doing all these fucking weird things, and you're making bizarre excuses for it. Stop with your shit and just piss off and leave him alone. I couldn't imagine, honestly to God, I couldn't imagine. Like my mum and that, I wouldn't be asked, but if my kid died and someone did that, oh my God, it would mess with me a lot, it would. I would do anything to prevent it from happening. Do anything to prevent it from happening. And I'm not even asking for them to apologise. I'm not asking for the content on my kid, and fuck off, and I will stop posting this horrible shit. Don't fucking, you can't play the victim. I don't care about you trying to spin some narrative to knobheads that I don't know. I don't give a fuck what anyone on this app thinks about me. I don't. Because people don't, I don't know, I was looking through my videos yesterday and I realised I'm not very good at explaining myself, so I get why people don't get me. Also, I'm a bit erratic. I watched one video where I didn't even breathe in the whole video, and I was just getting ready for work in Cambodia, and I was just talking the most random shit. So yeah, I don't get myself either. Looking back, I can't believe that's who I am, but I used to be crazy. I've got a toxic side, man. I was emotionally abused as a kid, so I know how to hurt people, but I don't want to. And I also feel like I got hurt that much that I just don't care about anything anymore. That like there's fuck all. I don't care. Do you understand? Enough. It's just weird when they literally send messages like, I know she's a good mom. I don't care what you think about me as a parent. I'll be honest, I can be a horrible person. I've got a part of my personality where it used to be self-sabotage because of anxiety. I used to have social anxiety, so I would purposely make people dislike me. I'd say something horrible to someone in a group, like, oh, your makeup's shit, your dress is shit, you look like a slag. I'd piss the group off so they didn't want me to come around again because I couldn't handle being around people, basically, and I'd do stuff to keep myself away from people. And then, I don't know, my sister didn't speak, we've not spoke for about fucking 15 years on and off because some of the shit I've said to her about our mum and everything when we've had arguments and that, and we've said to each other, it's mad, trust me, and I've lost people a lot in my life. I know that I can go to dark places because that's all I've ever had. A lot of the time people be hiding, they don't let you. All it is verbal shit, innit? And I know I go to dark places, but actually I don't care if I've ever got info on anyone. I'm not asked, I'm running it, you can fuck off. Leave me alone then. It's almost like you want it, like you can't get attention from anything else, so this is what, like, oh, I'll make her talk about my dead kid. Is that the only way you can remember her? Like, fucking hell. Well, that's pretty sad, isn't it? Stop posting my child naked on the internet. And delete your accounts of my kid off the internet, and the second it's gone, everything will go. I'll even delete it all out of my phone under the premise that I believe that you won't do it again, and it'll be gone. I would do that because I genuinely don't want any of this, but it's starting now. I've had enough. I'm turning one of my old accounts into a fucking Justice for Bonnie account, and I'm going to start making AI videos every day talking about how I was abused before my death and this and that. I'm serious, I want you to leave me alone that much. And it is true, there are witnesses to it, and if there's any way you can prove it's not true, then you go ahead, but your sister said it. There's no reason your own sister would lie. It's true. Other people have also verified it, which solidifies it to me because it's more than one person that knows about it. It's not just one person, it's not loads, but I've heard it from a few people, so I'm saying loads of people know about it. She knows her sister chills with no bed. She knows her sister's a pain in the arse. She knows her sister's ran a mouth. She's told the family fucking secret. So why am I being penalised for it? Yeah, I know why, because I'm being mean about it. But I don't want to. Do you understand? If you just leave my kid alone, I'll go away. I don't want to be wasting my spare time on this. I've got absolutely nothing else to do though. Can we not just end it? Can you not just delete your posts? Like, do it now. What's the wait? We should have we should all just push for this. If we all come together and, I don't know, make a video or something and fucking everybody adds a stitch to it and tell her to piss off. I feel like what I'm going to do is going to cause so much pain. Honestly, that's, like, I don't care, but the karma that comes with doing shit like that is bad, bro. Really bad. Even though it's a retaliation, it's messing with the fucking dead. It's not good. But I don't care, I'll ride it out, I'll take the fucking karma. I've had a shit life anyway, fuck the karma, I'm not arsed. Because you're posting my fucking kid naked, like, what do you want me to do? I must be weird then if I'm gonna sit and allow you to keep behaving like this and not actually do anything. No way. Maybe if you start making reports about the police because you think it's illegal, well, it's not illegal for me to post your kid on the internet. If you think it's not illegal to post a naked child on the internet, how do you think it's illegal for me to post your kid just because it's dead? I've only took a picture off your profile, what you posted, so if it's illegal, then it's illegal for you to post it in the first place. It's not illegal for anybody to take a picture of your profile and post it naked. What is illegal is sending a paedophile to a hotel. I want Savannah in her life, but I want this ended. They're drawing it out like this is every day. I've been talking about it non-stop for 3 days, and this is what they're wanking over, but I can't be arsed with it. I want it ended. Like, let's get over it. Do you know what I mean? They think they're compiling evidence. I'm downloading every single one of these lives and I send it straight away at the end to where it needs to go. And yes, people know I say mad shit. I've got borderline personality disorder. I'll never deny what I've said, but I'll give the full video. Do you know, you can dissect it all and see what was really said. Don't be fucking getting edits off liars, because I will hand my phone over. I'll let them log into my TikTok if they want the police. Like, I'm serious about this. And when I say that the social services and the police, all of that's true. I have conversations with people. I don't know what's going on. I've not been contacted this week, but I'm waiting. If they just fuck off, I'll fuck off, but I'm going to go in a minute because this is too much for me all day. When it gets to whatever o'clock it is for you, I'm logging off, guys, because I don't want to fucking fill myself with this toxic shit. I'm also on, if I do come on tonight, I'm not talking about it, and if I start to talk about it, I'm going off the live straight away, because I had to turn my phone off this morning and I just kept turning it back on and fucking posting things on my story. You know what I mean? I wanted my phone off all morning, and I'd turn it on, post something horrible, and then turn it back off because I couldn't focus on what I was doing, because I'm pissed off and I wanted to start fucking forcing them to. I feel like if I do it, they will fuck off, but they're taking it as some like pride, that running to the fucking group chat with the screenshots. Oh, look at what she said. Yeah, look at what you've been doing for fucking years, you sick fuck off. Do you expect me not to fucking crack? I am a one-band army and there's about fucking 9 ton of you. Are you taking piss? Like, it's time to get nasty now. And you can sit there in your group of 900 fucking trolls. You literally look like dug up fucking trolls, and you can say what you want because I'm one person fighting a mass. Do you think I give a fuck about what you say? Oh, what am I doing? What are my actions speak louder than words, sweetheart? I'm in Thailand with my kid. I'm having to spend a couple of hours a day trying to explain this shit because I'm having pictures of my kid edited on the internet that there's bruises. Just because he's got rotten teeth, it doesn't mean he's abused, you know. There are other reasons for things happening in life. You know how you say my kids got took off me, but actually they never did? Similar to that. Like, yeah, shit, his teeth are rotten. Believe me, I knew people were going to come at me about it, but what do you want me to do about it? I fucking breastfed my kid because I thought it were good, and because of my situation and my ADHD, it's an extra part of bond, because I get distracted and I can't sit down for 2 hours. I can't play the full game. I fucking wander off halfway through and stuff like that. So I like our breastfeeding bond. It's nice. But it's fucking fucked his teeth up. And all of I shared many images, breastfeeding images, with Cairo's face in them, not my nipple hanging out, but there's many images I've shared since I gave birth to Cairo, because breastfeeding is beautiful. These people have stolen their images and twisted them now. I'm not on about that, but if you actually look at any of the images, which are already out there, you can see how he holds the nipple in his mouth. He holds it the same way every time. He pulls it and it fucking sits there. And at first, just got worse and worse and worse over time. So, off to the dentist next week. Anyway, I haven't mentioned mental health. What you're on about? I've explained the cause of his rotten teeth. didn't mention mental health. I do have mental health conditions, but that was a skit. That video was to draw more attention to the video, because when I posted my son's got rotten teeth and he's got an operation coming up and I need 1,500 quid to pay for it, can you people watch this video? The video got 20,000 views, so I made another video saying I've never brushed his teeth because of my mental health and now they're rotted out of his head, so can you watch this video so I can pay for the fucking treatment? And they wanted to jump in the comments and slag me off, so I got the views. Do you understand? You have to use the app to your advantage, because asking for help outright, you don't get it on this app. People like to mock people and put them down. I don't need to pay. Why do I need to pay? Because I would like to get treatment for his teeth that are damaged. So that's what we're doing. But I'm not, I know that I'm live sometimes, he's in the background. Please don't think we're going to discuss Cairo's anything happening in the future and stuff. I'm not interested in giving anything about him. Like, I'd rather we didn't discuss him anymore. I know that my content has been about him and being a mum on the run or whatever, but well, it's time to be prosy on the run then, because I'm not putting him in my videos anymore. I've made a few videos without him, and then the past, well, he is in the background of a couple because, you know, he's my son, he lives with me, but I'm not posting him ever again. And that's sad, because some of the memories we've got are so beautiful, and it's because I've made these videos, so it's difficult. But it's a decision that had to be made. Cairo needs removing from every video on the internet, and slowly but surely I will be removing all the videos of him. And you might hear him in the background, but that's it. And hopefully not even that. He's never had a bottle or a dummy, but it can, yeah. I know that because my other son had rotten teeth from a bottle when he moved to his dad's. And he didn't know, because he'd never been a single dad before. So he's not to blame, but my son's teeth grew through perfect. His older teeth, he's got really, really nice teeth, and that surprised me, because my other son's got big teeth and he might need braces, because I had really bad teeth, and most of my family have got bad teeth, weak, shitty teeth. So we've all had had to have wisdom teeth out, we've all had fucking mad toothache, cracked tooth, mad abscesses, brown fucking twisted stained teeth from all the medication I was forced to take as a kid. So that's why I fixed my teeth. My sisters had hers done, my uncles had his done, my aunties had hers done, my grandmothers had hers done years ago. If it's the whole family, if my mum were alive, she probably would have had hers done. But hopefully his adult teeth, they will come through perfectly fine, they'll be alright. He knows, he's got a healthy relationship with brushing his teeth, he enjoys brushing his teeth sometimes. Most of the time he does, sometimes he whinges, he don't want to do it, but most of the time he'll brush them a few times. He's alright with brushing his teeth. Not before he wasn't, but I'd just do it anyway. Anyway, I'm going now. Of course, it's not about that, you know, it's about people twisting whatever they can to fucking make things fit their narrative. And that's the problem. I think I'm quite an open book, you know. I don't like that my kid's got rotten teeth, but I've took him to dentists, I've tried to prevent it. Like, I weren't willing to quit breastfeeding, but I've tried to manage it and prevent the amount of damage that's happened, but it's just happened. Fuck all we can do about it. And I won't accept people's bullshit fucking lies. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. Fuck me. Am I fuck? But I really try my best with Cairo, and it's very difficult to be in his, like, I could have had money ages ago to pay for his teeth, especially if he would have stayed off my clapper. Do you know, not messaging my clients on clapper that were gifting me that I was a paedophile, and dropping pictures into my group chats of my kid breastfeeding off me and shit like that, where my clients are, and destroying my income for my kid where I could go on there and make 300-400 in a couple of hours, and now I can't make 50 quid in a week because you've destroyed it. I had all the main gifters on that app and you've destroyed it. And it's funny to you, but that's why I've been in situations I weren't able to get accommodation straight away. I had to stay in a fucking hotel, and I still have to go on Clapper for multiple hours a day knowing I'm not making any money, and I can't make any money because my account has been destroyed and I've got 50k followers, and I should be making double what I was making before because of my following. It's actually a fucking joke, and I can't make a new account from where I am because it won't get seen anywhere because Clapper's not a thing here. So I've made multiple accounts and you're just live on your own. So they fucked it, and I don't want a full webcam, so I don't want to go on other sites. So it's a fuckery, but I never would have been living in a hotel. My son never would have had to wait all this time for the dental treatment. I could have done it ages ago, but I've been struggling because I haven't been able to make as much money. But it's all good. It's 2025 now, girl. There's no stopping me now. I asked about fucking Clapper. We're alright. We're good to go. Right, I'm out of here anyway. My son was supposed to have, I don't know, I can't remember, 7 out, I think. My sister's kid she went for 7 out and they took them all out because she won't brush him. She just sit there with fucking toothbrush in front of her, telly not doing it. So I was rotted as well. It's not that big of a deal as long as you do sort it out, because it can lead to problems. The thing is, it depends what treatment you get. Like, you should never let fillings go in your kids' mouths. Just take the tooth out at that point. Don't let your kids' adult teeth get fillings. That can cause brain tumours and cancer in children. If you see women with breast cancer, a lot of them have got fillings and big things in that side of the mouth, or even brain tumours on the left side of the head or the right side. Some doctors will say, like, check if you've got fillings, and ask if you know anyone who's got a little brain tumour or a fucking breast cancer. Ask them, do you have any fillings on that side of your head, because they cause cancer and tumours. So check that. So you do need to keep on top of these things because of those things, but there are also ways to cure everything. Do you know, why do you think I've got a big chin? All the better for sucking your dad off. Swallowing your sibling. Have I got a big chin? I was going to get a chin implant, so I'm happy about that. Have I? I thought it were tiny. I've got a fucking spotty chin is what I've got. Nah, I've got to go. I'm coming. I don't have to go, but I want to go. I want to get in the shower. I live my life with my chinny chin chin. Everybody go to that Claire and tell her to leave me alone. Tell her that I really don't want this. I want her to fuck off. I don't want the toxicity of posting dead kids. But I will. Please leave me alone. Please take down your accounts about my kid. Please take down your pictures of my kid. Please take down your false allegations about my kid. And I will take down everything about your family and your children. And I'll leave you in peace and never mention you again. Can we all just try and make that happen? Because this is going on too long. They're going on all this victim shit. Everybody knows now, like, why they're carrying it on. Everything is out on the table. Everybody knows it's all bullshit. What are you going on about? Let's just squash it. Or what do you want? Do you want me to go to a police station somewhere and hand myself in? What do you want then? You're asking for my extradition from Thailand. For what? For what crime have I committed? Tell me. For reposting a picture you already posted on the internet, for telling something to be the truth to my knowledge, what I've got witnesses that can verify that, witnesses that have also got multiple police cases against this family, not Claire but Connie, because it was at the next door neighbour's house where I overheard this. So what you're talking about, that everything can be proved, if she has to get all the police statements and police reports and everything up, this is going to get fucking messy because we can evidence everything. And then the strangers that have witnessed things, I'll go to that Facebook post and I'll comment on that person and ask them, will they get in a live and explain what they know? And I'll go through the TikTok video, like, you know, I'm not lying, so stop defending